day without war is like a day we never saw before, so don't get discouraged if there's one knocking at your door. And that was a station identification sort of sidetrack away from the story, just to make sure you guys still remember that we're in a story and that it was to do with bunnies. And it was the long, long party. And some people are going to ask, well, how come if the panthers were there and the wolves were there, the apes and the rhinos too, that even the bunnies could be there with the mice and the bats and the little chickadees too? Well, it was because all the creatures knew that if the sun kept going down and down and down lower in the sky every day, you got to remember the animals always stay young. They don't live to be so long because they're always running and fighting and eating each other, and some of them only live to be a couple of years anyway. So they don't understand the cycle so easily, and it takes a long time even for apes, because remember when we were back then, either bunnies or apes or panthers, I mean, we sort of got mixed up, and I won't tell you exactly how in this story, but anyhow, it has something to do with Christmas, because at Christmas, for some reason, the animals were so, I don't know if you would call it scary, but maybe they were sort of what you would call scared and a little bit concerned about the future. But all that changed, of course, on the 23rd and the 24th. They could see that the days are not getting any shorter, and perhaps they might have even been getting to tick longer. And so it became a fairly big party by the time the 24th came along, because, of course, the elephant knew. He was older, he had seen it before, and that's why he always encouraged people to the hill where they stood and made this ritual. And on the 25th, just before dawn, all the animals watched as the sun came up over the river, or was it the lake? Okay, oh, it was the lake. And at the same time, they were looking up in the sky. All the, I was going to say dinosaurs. You don't call elephants dinosaurs, do you? No, they were elephants. They all pointed at above where the sun was about to come up, and they saw a big cross in the sky. And the elephants said, "This is the cross of Kiss Me, Ass." And so, well, it didn't mean everybody had to kiss the elephant's ass, but what it meant was, I mean, a lot of people don't think that it's nice to kiss other people's asses, but a lot of animals do that. And since apes are also animals, sometimes apes do that too. And there's the proverbial symbolic type of ass kissing which one should avoid. And anyhow, there was a cross in the sky, and it was the evening before that they called Kissmas. And ever since then, people have been telling other stories about how somebody came along and did something. But if you look up in the sky, especially if you're up on a hill and there are no lights, that's part of the reason that the bad people keep making lights at night, so you can't see the cross in the sky, which means kiss my ass. And so then they saw it, and they all kiss each other's asses. And I mean, the bear didn't kiss the bunny's ass because the bunny wasn't that. I mean, he was still a little bit scared. I mean, you got big jaws coming out like this. He said, "Now I'll take a kiss from someone else." And so anyway, on the 25th, the party was over, and they all went lickety-split the hell out of there, because when the party was over, it also meant that the wolf could eat a bunny, the snake could eat a rat, the bug could get eaten by a pigeon or a bat, and even if all those things did happen, which they always did, The next year it'd be kiss my ass, and that is what they did. So, have a very merry kiss my ass, and remember, Christmas started with elephants and bunnies and stars in the sky. And there ain't no reason to know when or to know why. Just have yourself a merry little kiss my ass.